वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीर धारी कृपाम्बुदीर्य तमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Warm welcome everyone in the study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are continuing with our glorification of the study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And today we'll do text 6 and 7 from the glorification of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And before we go into text 6 and 7, so there's this question which we all have been little bit contemplating. And the question is, what is that quality? What is that quality which is most prayed for, is desired, wanted, sought after, revered, is a pure asset in Krishna consciousness living in this material world. But that very same quality is a big obligation, it's a big liability, it's a big headache, it's a big no in pure Krishna consciousness in the spiritual world. In spiritual world, there is no duality. Duality in the sense, duality is still there as in day and night, heat and cold is still there. Uh, but day is also there to cater to the joy of Krishna. Even here, the sun god, he knows that he is following the orders and instructions of Krishna. The moon god also knows that. So they all are working under the orders, instructions, and directions of Krishna, under the control of Krishna. And we are also, all of us are fully controlled by Krishna. Although we have a free will, a minute free will, but yet we all are very controlled. In the sense, a cow in an open field, say. Now, field is huge. Imagine a huge field, a big field, and a cow is in that open, huge, big field. Now, and the cow by her neck, she is tied with a rope by her neck, and the anchor, the khunta in Hindi, khunta perhaps, the anchor, um, an anchor is dug in the uh, earth on that field, and the cow is tied by a rope with that anchor. खूंटे से बांधा हुआ है ना उसको रस्सी से. Now the field is open, but how much freedom has the cow got? Only that much that the rope allows it to go far. The field has lots of green grass throughout, but can the cow graze all the green grass? No. She can go as far as the rope is allowing her to go. So likewise, Krishna is supremely controlled personality, he is the supreme controller. And we all are supremely controlled. Yet we have a freedom, but small, minute. To the extent, now this freedom can increase when we increase in our relationship with Krishna consciousness. So much so, when Krishna wins our trust, when Krishna gets our trust, like in spiritual world, there's nothing like obstacle of freedom. Everyone is free there. Everyone. Why? Because everyone is in harmony. Everyone is in full trust with Krishna. There is no gap. Everyone is living, working, catering to the joy of Krishna. Everyone. So there is duality in this world. There is duality there also. But all the duality or variety is what to bring joy to Krishna. Here also nature material, here every species is working under the influence direction, say under the control. We are also heavily controlled by Krishna. Huh? But the thing is here animals and plants, live, water bodies, they all are living and working by their own nature, by their nature which is natural instinct. Us, we have a free will. We can go Krishna way or we can go our own way. So the question being, what is that quality which is desired, revered, prayed for, which is an asset in material life, but that very same quality is a liability, huge liability in spiritual life. A quality which gives us, which is prayed for in our material life, but in pure Krishna consciousness, even though in my conditioned state, in my deep, heavy ignorance, in my deep, heavy conditioned state, still I wouldn't want that quality. And what to speak of pure devotees of Krishna and in that pure realm? It cannot exist. In Golok Vrindavan, it's like a no, no. And here, it is so valuable. So we have been trying to ponder over this question. We have been trying to meditate, contemplate. And yeah, there is definitely a quality, and it's a very self-confirmatory quality. Uh, this answer, response answer, doesn't need like checking from another say. If one can work out for himself or herself. Yes, this is the thing. Okay, so think on it, meditate on it, and surely next time or the very soon we'll share the answer for it. But for now, let us continue uh, reading the Gita Mahatmaya. 6 and 7 we'll try to do. Let's begin with 6 and see how we go, where we go. And this is our prayer again, our prayer and aspiration to have that quality in material life. We pray that we never think of it. Just the very thought of that quality in spiritual life is like makes should make one vomit. Should give one very headache, bad stomach, or makes one mouth. How to say in English? Makes one mouth very uh, bitter, unpalatable altogether. And in material life, wow, very relief. In spiritual life, big headache. In material life, such a relief. Shishipurantaya Mayapur Sashiki Jai. So we pray for the same. And yes, sometime next, like if not Monday, Tuesday, we'll definitely share. Uh, okay, so we continue our study. And this is Gita Mahatmaya in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita right at the end, towards the end. 7 shlokas from Gita Mahatmaya. We'll start with 6 today and see how we get on. The whole objective, the whole practice, the whole prayer in Krishna consciousness, this attempt is to attract the mercy of the divine couple, to attract the mercy of Guru and Gaurang. We want to become a product of mercy. We want to live a life of mercy. सर्व उपनिषद गावो दोग्ध गोपाल नंदन पार्थो वत्स सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धम गीतामृतम महत्. So this Gita Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all the Upanishads, is just like a cow. And Lord Krishna, who is famous as a cowherd boy, is milking this cow. Okay, it is now on the screen. Okay, Anuja, read if you can read just translation.
This Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all the Upanishads, is just like a cow, and Lord Krishna, who is famous as a cowherd boy, is milking this cow. Arjuna is just like a calf, and learned scholars and pure devotees are to drink the nectarian milk of Bhagavad Gita. Gita Mahatmaya says.
We are relishing this Bhagavad Gita, this dialogue, by whose blessing? This is a question. By whose favor are we relishing this dialogue of Bhagavad Gita? By Arjuna's, no? By Arjuna's. Yeah, but even Prabhupada, like, he got to hear from his Guru Maharaj, who got to hear from his Guru Maharaj. And where coming from? Arjuna. Yeah. Arjun. Yeah. So Arjuna is just like a calf, and learned scholars and pure devotees are to drink the nectar and milk of Bhagavad Gita. So the essence of all the Upanishads is just like a cow, and Lord Krishna, who is famous as a cowherd boy, is milking this cow. And Arjuna is just like a calf, drinking the milk. Na? And learned scholars and pure devotees are to drink the nectarian milk of Bhagavad Gita. So it is Arjuna, na, an eternal associate, a devotee of Krishna. Now Krishna is having a dialogue with him. So Krishna can have a dialogue, will have a dialogue with us only when we rope in a devotee. It can never be just a direct call with Krishna. We cannot handle it. We cannot handle it. Now Acharya, spiritual masters, Prabhupada, the current spiritual masters, those who have mansa kaya vacha, body, words, mind, speech, action, those who are fully surrendered and catering and working to the joy of Krishna, living for the joy of Krishna. Krishna deals with them directly. Those essentially those who have earned the trust of Krishna. To love someone is one thing, but to win someone trust, it's such a great thing, right? Now see, I may love someone, but if I say I love someone, there has to be trust. Without trust, no love. If I say I love someone, that means I trust him. I have full confidence in him. I trust him more than myself. That. So, Prabhupada, Acharyas, pure devotees, through their words, mind, body, action, speech, thoughts, desires, uh, they won the trust of Krishna. And that is that loving bond. We see now in family, in culture, society also, right? Parents may have what? 10 children. They care for 10 children equally. uh, and they feed and look after them well-being equally. Maybe the first child they might have done something wrong, so the second child they learn from it and do better for the second child, third child, so on and so forth. And generally, youngest child is more pampered, say, or given more love, attention, say. But still, 10 children, parents generally don't discard anyone or no favoritism or impartiality. Look after them, no partiality, look after them, love everyone. But this is a question again. Do parents trust all the 10 children equally? Do parents share, reveal their hearts and their secrets? So if their finance matters, their health matters, and their emotional matters with all the 10 children equally.
No.
Generally, generally it is seen no. What to speak 10 children if parents have two children only, and it is observed, it is seen two children but not sharing the financial status. The parents don't want to share with both the children equally, and the health status and other things. Again, even if one child, parents need not share with that one child itself if they don't trust. They may share it with someone else, some other family member, or not even a family member. They will share easily with whom they have a comfort, with whom they have a trust. Com- Comfort is also one thing. Trust is the most important thing. To win someone's trust is a great thing. To win someone's trust, not be upset by someone, not cause upset to someone. So Arjuna won Krishna's trust. He demonstrated us how to win Krishna's trust. Bhagavatam clearly demonstrates us how to win Krishna's trust. In Bhagavatam 6.1.16, no? 6.16, न तथा ही अगवान राजन पूयेत तप आदिभि यत् कृष्णार्पिता प्राणस् तत्पुरुष निसेवया पुरुषस्य निसेवया 6.1.16 न तथा ही अगवान राजन. So this is in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Sukdev Goswami speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. Na tathahi agavan rajan. Tatha is in a comparative sense. In a beautiful sequence. Agavan rajan. Aga means sinful, sin. One means who is a person who is an embodiment of sin, who is a emblem of sinful life. Rajan king. So he's referring to the king. Na tathahi agavan rajan. If someone wants can share, then can be shared in the screen also. न तथा ही अगवान राजन है ना Rajan king. So Sukdev Goswami is saying this to Parikshit Maharaj, the king Parikshit Maharaj, that Puyeta Tapa Adibhi Yat Krishna Arpita Pranas Tat Purusha Nisevaya. So one could be an embodiment of sin altogether. But for him, no amount of puyeta tapa adibi, no amount of piety, austerity, purification, he can never become purified just by austerity or cleanliness, celibacy, any other measures, any other charity. No. As much he can never become as much purified as he can become. Why? How? Yat krishnar arpita pranas. So by tat purusa nisevaya, by serving that personality who is completely surrendered to Krishna. Tat purusa, what sort of purush, what sort of personality? Yat krishnar arpita pranas. Krishnar arpita, arpita is offer. Hmm. Prana, one who has given his heart, soul, life to the mission of Krishna by serving that personality. And we see now Prabhupada, one who is a messenger of God. So this is why we say, na, okay, Anuja, read translation, just translation.
My dear king, if a sinful person engages in the service of a bona fide devotee of the Lord and thus learns how to dedicate his life unto the lotus feet of Krishna, he can be completely purified. One cannot be purified merely by undergoing austerity, penance, brahmacharya, and the other methods of atonement I have previously described.
Hmm. Another day we can see this sequence, beautiful sequence, but a sinful person, epitome of sinful person. If he engages in the service of a bona fide devotee of the Lord, this is the message of Krishna consciousness. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Krishna consciousness overall. Na? That epitome, one who is an epitome of sinful life. But if he engages himself in the service of a bona fide devotee of the Lord, then he can be purified tremendously, fully, completely. Not just by celibacy or brahmacharya, no? Celibacy, austerity, donation, charity, penance, all these things. They purify, but not to that extent, as following the lead of a devotee. And this is what Krishna wants. So, Sarva Upanishado Gavo, hai na? All the Upanishads are singing. What are they singing? this, that through Arjuna's only we are able to get this. Sarva Upanishido Gavo, all the Upanishads proclaim this. Dogda Gopala Nandana. Uh, Gopala Nandana. Now Krishna is referred to as Gopal Nandana. Nandana we see na, the son of uh, Nand Baba. Na? Gopal, one who is the carer, the shelter, the protector of cows. And he's milking the cows. Famous cowherd boy, na? Gopal Nandana. Cowherd boy, milking the cow. So, and Arjuna is just like a calf. Learned scholars, pure devotees are to drink the nectar. So it is by Arjuna's blessings that we are able to relish this dialogue of Bhagavad Gita. So for us to really appreciate and all, the message is uh, roping in a devotee, bringing a devotee in our life. Then devotional life can change altogether. Bringing a devotee in a life. Everything is good. Japa, reading, hearing is all purification. But until and unless, see, spiritual life means what? Living in company, na? Living in company, na? It's not like, okay, I live in isolation and I do japa. In isolation, how much can we serve? How much can we do? In isolation, okay, I will do worship also. Means I will offer food to the deities and I will dress them, bathe them, everything, and I will sing also simultaneously. No, it is done in company, in association. So when we, it's a life, no, it's a life. Learning culture, etiquette, part of it. How do we live with devotees? Having that friendly bond, having that friendly connect. Now, friendly bond and connect actually at a wholesome level cannot be had with every devotee. No, very precious. But at least in this life, I have to find out one personality, I have to find out one person with whom I have no fault. If I can find out one person with whom I have no fault, and if I can surrender myself to that person, if I can serve that person, in this life, again, building the trust, we have to demonstrate to Krishna that Krishna, I have found one person in life whom I love more than myself, with whom I have no fault. Could be husband, could be wife, could be children, could be mother, father. But one personality with whom I have no fault, no complaints, I love him more than my life, I serve him. Then see, na, see, Krishna is, for that matter, he's sitting somewhere high up in the sky. Imagine. Now, there has to be some parameter na, for him to accept us. Trust is the most important parameter. Sir. Now, Krishna, if he sees that yes, here is a person who lives with devotees in a very devotional way, he is not non-confrontational. Confrontational means who is very ready to fight, always ready to fight, always ready to argue. Hmm. We have to become non-argumentative, complete, non-confrontational, no non-complaining, who is not complaining, who is not a moaner, मोनना मोनना रोना धोना ये क्या बोलेंगे मोनर को हिंदी में who is not a cribber cribbing na complaining cribbing moaning. So one personality we need to find out. Krishna will see now who is not critical, Nagar also, yeah, who is not critical, who is not judgmental. We know one of the great qualities is what? Unassuming. One who is unassuming. A sadhu should be unassuming. If one is not unassuming, he is not a sadhu proper then. Unassuming, we know what it means, unassuming. Anuja, what is unassuming? Assuming meaning one who is forms opinions, one who forms perceptions, one who forms beliefs or judgment. Huh? Assuming, like, oh, she wears like this, she must be this sort of girl. He eats like this, he must be going to this gym. He lives like this, oh, she must be a poor lady, he must, this, that. So, no, this is assuming. External means making judgments, making beliefs, perceptions based on externalities. And generally assuming like good or bad, whichever, but assuming. And it is like again, without knowing the person, judging the person altogether. And mostly assuming is like, okay, not seeing the caliber within the person and ranking or judging him upfront, externally, just by one's own mind and senses, without knowing the person. And ranking him, trying to weight, measure him, and generally give him a negative score. Or she must be like that. He must be like. So a sadhu is a unassuming personality. And this unassuming again is not just the responsibility of a monk or a nun living in a temple, say. No. It is every individual's responsibility. No. We should be. This world is full of judgmental, judging people. Such judgmental. And we have to become unassuming. That doesn't mean we become fool, we become stupid. Uh, that doesn't mean okay, someone we have a feeling is going to steal my house. But no, I'm unassuming. No. Unassuming as in we need to respect each and everyone's caliber, potential. Everyone is in a journey. Wherever they are, we need to respect, appreciate, understand. And how can we unearth that quality, dormant quality in others? How can we see that potential in others and not decry someone? Not decry someone. So Krishna, he is looking now for these qualities. Am I non-confrontational? Is someone non-argumentative? Is someone no complaining? Is someone no moaning, no cribbing, no crying, no nagging? Huh? And is someone unassuming? Now, if Krishna finds these qualities in us, then like na, we are transparent, we are open, we are flexible. Huh? That is like okay, yes, he is someone I can use, he is someone I can be in friendship with. That opens the doors. And how do we demonstrate? How do we come when we take shelter of a divine personality, a spiritual master? Spiritual master is unassuming na, for the sadhaka. Any disciple, he does not deserve his spiritual master. He does not deserve as such his blessings, these blessings. But it is the spiritual master's kindness. So this way we can build a trust, a rapport. And trust is never built overnight. Sometimes people meet maybe in a bus journey, train journey, and they connect. But then sustenance has to be seen, na? The maintenance. If they are throughout maintaining, then yes, very good connection. Huh? And then trust is built up over a period of time. Trust is not something which is built overnight just like that. So Krishna will accept us. Krishna likes us and he loves us also. So again, this is a question, na? You like someone, okay? You love someone. Do you trust the person? Krishna likes us? Yes. Krishna loves us? Yes, unconditionally. Even though I've been a bad boy, uh, still Krishna likes me. Even though I've been a bad boy. Even though I am a bad boy. Krishna loves me? Yes, unconditionally, even though I'm a bad boy. Krishna trusts me? Not sure. I'm not. Doesn't seem like a bit. A, See, Krishna loves me unconditionally. He likes me also unconditionally. Unconditionally is this unassuming or giving that freedom. But Krishna trusts me, yes, to some extent, not unconditionally as such. Huh? So this, so love again is very misunderstood. Emotion and love cannot be explained also. Trust is a big factor in that. Winning someone trust. Now in society, so much marketing is done, not trustworthy. Do you trust this brand? Yes, this is the review, trusted, and all. How many people can I bring in my life that yes, I trust 100 people? Do I know 100 people whom I can trust wholeheartedly? No. Can someone come up? 50, 10? That is what Krishna is saying. Can you find one person whom you trust fully, with whom you can reveal your heart, and whatever he speaks, it resonates with your heart, whom you love more than your life? Then we can show, yes, I found one person and I'm in a loving relationship with that person. And rest all there is havoc going on in my life. But because I have found that person, I'm in a loving relationship with that person, I don't have any complaint and I'm tolerating the havoc going in my life. Uh, When Krishna seeing this mood and attitude, he will come forward. He will pick us up. He will say, yes, I've been looking for you only. So this attitude has to be built up. And this is through the again the blessing of Arjuna we are able to we should be appreciating Bhagavad Gita. Uh, and uh, Real devotional service begins when we rope in a devotee in our life, when a devotee enters our life, when we build that friendship, that loving bond, that trust, and further on with that devotee in our life. Then Krishna becomes more pleased. Not that we directly deal with Krishna. We are not in a capacity to deal directly with Krishna. And Krishna is too occupied, he is too preoccupied to deal directly with us. This is why he has set this up now. This material world, the nature, love, karma, everything, reincarnation and everything. But as we purify ourselves and gradually demonstrate our faith, our love, our trust, when that bonding is there, then yes, any big company and all, a trustworthy person is only let in, right? So likewise, Golok Vrindavan, Krishna will have no problem with us. If in this life we can demonstrate that I have no problem with one person, just one person, and whom I have loved, I can show, yes, more than my heart and soul, I love someone, then Krishna will have no problem. Otherwise, so the separation between us and Krishna is not ignorance. It is cheating. Ignorance is one thing. Ignorance, no, ignorance is done in ignorance only. Because ignorant, no, don't know. So did this. Children, they make mistakes in ignorance, not in cheating, knowingly. Cheating can never be done in ignorance. Can someone cheat not knowing? No. Cheating is always known, always consciously done. So the separation, us sadhakas, na, those who have not yet found the resolve in Krishna consciousness, okay, ignorance. But one who has found his resolve in Krishna consciousness, then his separation with Krishna is not because of his ignorance, it's more because of his cheating. This is what Krishna is saying, na, sarva dharman paritajya, mam ekam sharanam vraja, aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashami ma suja. Now, if I am hiding myself, if I am not giving myself and all, I reserve so many things in my heart. This cheating, it's a big thing to not be a cheater now. And it's for a gentle person, It's such a spot, it's such a blemish, it's such a hard thing. Na? If someone calls us a cheater, hey, you cheater, you are a cheater. No one likes it. Externally, you want to project, no, I'm not cheater. Or look, everyone is doing the same, so I am also doing the same. Why are you singling me out and calling me a cheater? Prabhupada said, no, this world is full of cheaters and cheated. And us practicing Krishna consciousness, we have to come out of this cheating mentality. And the biggest cheating mentality is what? To enjoy independent of Krishna. Practicing Krishna consciousness and harboring name, fame. Is it not cheating? Kind of. And this is why Krishna says, okay, if you are after name and fame and you're using this as a crutch, huh? Okay, that's fine. When you are through with name and fame, then we can have a dialogue. I'm not in a rush. I'm not so overwhelmed. Krishna never imposes or forces himself. No? Now there are four situations or four categories. One is what? Guru is in absolute consciousness and disciple also in absolute consciousness. Is there any stopping for both of them? No. They have attained Godhead even in this life itself through their absolute consciousness. Another is Guru, spiritual master. He is not in absolute consciousness, and the disciple is also not in absolute consciousness. Who can help them? No one. They both are cheater. They both are in illusion. They both think that they, okay, I am the guru and I am the disciple, but in real sense, neither. So no one can help. A person who is sleeping, only he can be woken up. One who is acting to sleep, there is no way you can wake him up. Prabhupada used to say this. One who is actually sleeping genuinely, you make a noise, he will wake up. Yeah? You tell him, he will wake up, he will respond, he will reply. But who is pretending to sleep, who has got the eyes closed, hmm? some chadar on, eyes closed, and you call his name, ask him something, his mind is open, na? Eyes is closed, externally closed, internally is open. Cheating, na? No one can save him, no one can help him until and unless he himself wants to be helped. So one is Guru is pure, absolute vision, absolute consciousness. Disciple, same absolute vision, absolute consciousness. They both have made it in this life itself. Another, Guru is on the mental platform. Disciple also on the mental platform. Hmm? Disciple cheater, Guru also cheater. Both are posing as Guru and both are in disciple. No one can help them. Hmm? No one can help. Third, what? Until they, unless they want to be helped. Hmm? As in the guru and disciple no cannot help each other. And third is what? Guru is absolute. He is on the absolute platform. Disciple surely is not yet on the absolute platform. But if disciple is convinced, if disciple does not have a fault mentality towards his guru, then only time is a separation. By the blessing of his guru, he will also attain absolute consciousness. If he has got that conviction in his Guru Maharaj. Fourth is what? Guru is not on the absolute platform, but disciple is very firmly fixed. Disciple is very firmly fixed on the absolute platform that my Guru is a genuine Guru. The process is genuine. Krishna is God. Everything genuine, and he's more than 100% convinced. No one can shake him up. Through his heart, desires, thoughts, intent, everything is one line, action, words, and all. Yes, then he will attain or he has attained Krishna. And by his blessing, the Guru can also attain Krishna. Then. Through him, the Guru can also attain Krishna. See, there is this pastime, there is this story, if I can recollect it properly. Shishikharanta Mayapur Sashiki. So the pastime goes like this. There's a personality. He gets to know of Krishna consciousness. He gets to know Shri Vrindavan Dham. Shri Shri Khadankai Mayapur Sashi Ki Jai. So the personality, he gets to know of Shri Vrindavan Dham. And he gets to know what? Krishna lives there in Shri Vrindavan Dham. And he desires, he wants to have a darshan of Krishna, a vision of Krishna, a meeting with Krishna in Shri Vrindavan Dham. Now, he's a gentle person, genuine, gentle, simple person. So he goes to Vrindavan Dham, Shri Vrindavan Dham. He goes there and searches for Krishna. And he asks, now there are rough people also there, thugs, no? Cheat, con, stealer, robber. So two thugs, they get to know, okay, he's come and he's a bit simple. Now in societal terms, you call someone he's a bit simple, means he's a bit of a dumb. He's a bit of a, I don't want to call, but he's a bit of a idiot. Uh, When you call someone he's a bit of a simple. So these two thugs, they felt, they realized, they spotted, okay, yeah, he's a bit of a simple. So we can tweak him easily. So they went to him. Oh yes, you look sadhu, you look very saintly, you are such a good noble character and all. So they both had a talk, and the other person said, yes, I'm looking for Krishna. I'm wanting Krishna. I want to see him. I've been told he lives in Vrindavan. Hmm? And I'm dying to see him. Dying to see. So they said, yes, of course he lives in Vrindavan and all. But for this, you need a guru. Without a guru, Krishna doesn't appear to in front of anyone. Until and unless you are blessed by Guru, until and unless Guru says, you cannot get darshan of Krishna. Until and unless Guru sanctions it. So have you got a Guru? Who is your Guru? Huh? So the says, no, I don't have any Guru. As such, how can it be happen? So then the one of the thieves says, okay, then you take a Guru. You take the other thief as the Guru. Huh? He's propagating for the other thief. One of the thief is propagating for the other thief, uh, like requesting or this thing sifarishiya बोल रहे ना how to say in English sifarishiya recommending, yes, recommending that this take this person. He is very genuine, well known, down to earth, good person. He knows Krishna. Okay, so you accept me as guru? Okay, seeing your sincerity, will accept. But it's not just like that. There has to be a relationship. We will need to test you also. You have now tested us, right? They were sweet smart, so good at speaking. So they were telling the disciple, you have tested us, right? You have seen us. You know we are genuine. Now we also need to see you. And now, in order to become disciple, the first thing you have to give up is material attachment. Without material attachment, you cannot get Krishna. So you are wearing a posh watch, I can see. Come on, take out your watch. I can see you are carrying luggage with you. Leave your luggage here. How much money have you got? Because otherwise, look now, you have become my disciple, right? How can I leave you with money? You will get astray. You will get tempted. Give all your cash, bank card, password. Huh? Took all of these things. Now do service for Guru. So our follow my instruction. My instruction is you stay in this or under this tree itself. Do not move from here. You be under this tree only. And we are going for a tour preaching program and all. And we'll come back. Until then, what? You chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant this mantra, but you won't go around anywhere outside the tree. Huh? Chant here and we will come. We'll return very soon and we'll check you. And to free you, we have taken all these things from you. Okay? Get it? Yes, yes. So, and the disciple, sincere, simple, no? Is so pleased, oh Gurudev, great. great mercy, great blessing. Gurudev, you have taken such a big pain of me. You have taken all my burden, you have taken all my material attachments, money, my luggage, my credit card, bank card, all of this. And wow, you have ordained me in chanting Hare Krishna. You have initiated me. Such a joy, great joy. And with this mood, enthusiasm, faith, love, care, attention, sincerity, desire, willingness, yearning, longing, crying, uh, greed, aspiration, he continued chanting Hare Krishna the whole night under that tree. And Krishna, seeing his vow, could not resist. Krishna appeared in front of him. Krishna appeared. Krishna read his desire. No, he appeared. You wanted the dialogue with me. You wanted the darshan with me. You wanted to speak with me. Here I am. I am Krishna. Now, what does the disciple say? What does the disciple say? The disciple says, no, you are not Krishna. No, you are not Krishna. I cannot trust you. I cannot trust if you are Krishna. I cannot trust you until my Guru Maharaj tells. Until my Guru Maharaj tells. My Guru Maharaj has told me that he has gone for preaching program. Hmm. He kindly elevated me and he is gone to give out his unconditional compassion in this world, bestow his heartfelt compassion in this world altogether. My Guru Maharaj is the most unassuming personality. He did not assume anything on me. I'm so filthy. Look, I was carrying a watch, mobile phone, all this, so much of desires. My Guru Maharaj took away all of it. And he is gone to again every nook corner to elevate. Hmm? So, until and unless my Guru Maharaj comes and tells, you are Krishna, I cannot take it. How do I know? What do I know? I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. I'm a naive person. And my Guru Maharaj told, do not go from anywhere from here. My Guru Maharaj will return. So now look, Krishna. Na? Now look, Krishna. This is the thing. Krishna is having to prove himself that I am Krishna. Na? Krishna is having to prove himself, validate himself. What? I am Krishna. And validate against whom? Who is going to validate? That thug, that thief, that rogue, that cheat, that liar, that rascal. Na? He is going to give a certification. He is going to validate and say, yes, he is Krishna to that disciple. Na? So now Krishna, what no disciple is giving, telling Krishna, no, my guru when he comes, or you find my guru, you bring my guru. If my guru tells, then yes, other not. Now Krishna has got a job at hand to do. To do what? To find that rogue, to find that thief, to go to that thief, and tell him that, okay, tell your disciple that I am Krishna. That thing. So Krishna finds that rogue, that thief, and seeing them, the rogue, the thief, seeing Krishna, they get very like worried, confused, and oh, wow, Krishna, I know. Huh? And then they bring Krishna brings them over. Okay, can you please validate me? It looks like as if a criminal having to validate for the judge. Yes, giving permission or validation, right? Certification. Yes, yes, I certify. I attest. He's the judge. So Krishna brings that thief, that thug, and they declare. They say, yes, yes, Mr. Disciple, he is Krishna. And by this, the disciple bhav vibhor, na bhav vibhor. Just look at the disciple's heart. Look at Krishna's heart here. The meeting between the two, the disciple and Krishna, the meeting between the two. Look at their heart, both of their hearts, that longing, that separation, that waiting, that crying. And through this disciples' sincerity, through this disciples' prayers, his willingness, his desire, his honesty, his integrity, his faith, his trust in his Guru Maharaj. Through all of this, what? Those rogues, those cheat, those liars, those thieves, those rascals, they also became purified altogether and they also attained absolute nature. This is the message of Krishna consciousness. This is what, and this is the Gita Mahatmaya, and throughout, this is the message of Krishna consciousness, meaning Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Chaitamya. This is the Gita Mahatmya speaking. Okay, let us check number 7 also. Gita Mahatmya, na? The last Mahatmya purification shloka. Ekam shastram devaki putra gitam eko devo devaki putra eva eko mantrastasya namani yani karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. Okay, it should be coming on the screen. And if Parthasarthi Prabhu, could you kindly read translation, just translation, Gita Mahatma 7. Hmm.
Hare Krishna. In this present day, people are very eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, and one occupation. There is Ekam Shastram, Devaki Putra Gita. Let there be one scripture only, one common scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Let there be one God for the whole world, Sri Krishna. Eko Mantrastasya Namani. One, one hymn, Gita, one prayer, the chanting of his holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Gita.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama. Hmm.
Ekam and let there be one word, only the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Cha- hmm. So, for us, the ask is only to become a disciple. The way to becoming a devotee is by becoming a disciple. Hmm. The day I become a disciple, the very same moment, not the very same day, the moment I become a disciple, that moment I become a devotee. That moment Krishna accepts me wholeheartedly. Right? दीक्षा काले भक्त करे आत्मसमर्पण सही काले कृष्ण करे तारा आत्मसम. When we surrender unto the divine lotus feet of a divine personality who is present presently, physical present personality, na? When we surrender unto his divine lotus feet, and love him and serve him. So the day we become a disciple, the moment, that very moment we become a devotee, pure devotee. This is the way, and Krishna accepts us all together. This personality, he became a disciple. Now Krishna accepted him. He, the guru might be a bit off the edge, but he was absolute in his vision. No? Likewise, we all are preparing ourselves to become a disciple, right? So it is to build up that faith, that conviction, that nishtha. Etam sastaya para atmanishtam. Adhyasite purma tamer mahashivi. Okay. This can also be shared maybe 11, 23, 17, I believe. Aham tarishyami duranta param tamo mukunda nisevaya eva. 11:23 or 11:20:17. Okay, don't know another. But the thing is, etam sastaya paratmanishtam. No? So having this faith, having this conviction in the process of Krishna consciousness in devotees, it is the conviction only that will take us all the way through. Conviction means no doubt, no doubt. We carry subtle doubt. Gross as well, maybe we might be carrying. Doubt is such a finer element, na, that if I'm carrying doubt, still I do not know that I'm carrying doubt. Why? Because I get a bit overwhelmed or the doubt get overshadowed by the by engaging in devotional service, by reading, hearing, chanting, and in devotee association, dancing, feasting, prasadam, mm, that I don't even know that I'm carrying out. But deep down, we are carrying some subtle doubts, if not gross, or perhaps could be gross. This is what doubts are like, some obstacles, resistance in taking full shelter, in surrendering fully. Like finer dust particles, na? Finer dust particles, difficult to see, but they still cause some breathing problem and all. Likewise, finer doubt elements, and they come just. Doubt is not something which is like it. Many things come spontaneously, na? Okay, so do you say yes or no? And that time we say, oh, actually, mind or heart says to say yes, but heart says to say yes, but mind says no. Why? I'm harboring some doubt. I'm carrying some doubt. Can this be okay? Can this be true? So, point being, it is the conviction of a sadhaka that is only going to help. The faith, the conviction of a sadhaka. Spiritual master, everyone else is there, but I am to be convinced now. If I'm not convinced, how? That thing is going to take us through. Uh, It is Krishna consciousness can be a very individual journey. Can be, can be a very individual journey. So, Ekam Shastra Devaki Putram Gita. Ekam means one, only one. Shastra, na, scriptures, revealed knowledge. Uh, why Shastra? Na? Because we are in ignorance. We don't know left to right, right to wrong. The difference. We cannot discriminate. We are in ignorance big time. And this is why these revealed scriptures by transcendental personalities. Scriptures are written by whom? By one who is aparushya. Aparushya means who is transcendental, who is not a human being like us, who is beyond the effects of matter, beyond hunger, illusion, pride, anger, envy, and other things, sleep and all, who is fully in tune with Krishna. Aparushya scriptures. Leave spirituality for a moment, leave Krishna consciousness for a moment. In life, in general life, in atheistic life, if I may say, we cannot move without scriptures. In the sense, in atheistic life also, we have do's and don'ts and things, right? As in, a child is born. Does the child himself or herself know who is my mom and dad? No, not at all. Either the mom says, dad says, nurse says, doctor says, but someone tells, right? And so much of, in general societal talks, we say, na, oh, where is it written? Is it written in the law book? Is it a law book? Or can you write? Can you document? Can you record? All of this. So, likewise, I mean, we put so much of faith on scriptures. No? Is it written in the government website? Was there know your facts? Huh? Check your facts, know your facts, all such things and all. So likewise for us, where is it? It is on in scriptures. Na? So Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. If one has to read only one scripture, read Bhagavad Gita. And Kali Yuga, na, we have a very short span of life, and already we are so occupied, preoccupied, so distracted. And we don't have good sanity and comprehension level and so many things, na, short span of life, long way to go. So we cannot afford to read this Purana, that Purana, uh, so many such things. No? This Samhita, that Samhita, this Veda, that Veda. No. Bhagavad Gita, 12 into 8. Doesn't matter one knows Sanskrit, doesn't know Sanskrit. No. What is the qualification? Bhakto sime sakha cheti, rahasyami eti uttamam. Krishna says not to Arjuna. The only qualification is what? Sincerity, desire, a good heart, willingness, openness, flexibility. We were discussing we were discussing in Shrimad Bhagavatam class, na, yesterday. What? Going to a barber. What do we need to do? We need to be flexible. Barber can give us a haircut only when we are flexible. Now look, I go to a barber shop, I've got money with me. I show the barber money, take hardcore cash. I pay you more than you ask for. Then barber says, come sit in the chair. No, I won't sit in the chair. Can he give me a haircut? Baba, I'm paying him. You charge 15 pounds, I'm paying you 25 pounds. No, still. You have to come and sit in the chair. I have to oblige, no? I have to listen, I have to follow. I have to be open, I have to be flexible. I have to trust, I have to go take that sort of risk. This is not the taking initiation in furthermore. So then what? Okay, I've sat in the chair. Now Baba says, put this, what is called tunic, apron, something it's called. No? Put this dress on, garment on. No, I won't. Baba, this is going to hair and will fall on your dress, so put it on. Okay, fine. Now haircut, now things. Now barber says head down, head up, but no, I'm stuck. I want to see myself in the mirror. How do I look? Okay, I will show you how do you look, how your haircut. But if you put your head down only, then I can give you a head shape. Huh? And then only I can show you. No, I want to see how I look. How can possibly one? That is us, na, very adamant. So we have to build this faith. We have to build this conviction. We have to, and there could be an element of risk, and this risk is worth. This risk is the joy of life. So ekam shastram devaki putra gitam. Na? This one should dive into studying Bhagavad Gita. And what is the prerequisite or eligibility criteria? Sincerity, good faith, good heart, willingness, openness. And Prabhupada writes in the introduction, at least theoretically accept Krishna to be God. Because if we go with a doubting mentality, we can never understand a single sloka, going with a doubting mentality. But we go with a sincere faith, openness mentality, from the very first sloka, we will get the message of Bhagavad Gita. From the very first sloka itself. But if we read with carrying some doubts, some preconceived notions, our impressions, and if we read with a view to find fault, oh, this is wrong, see. If we go with that, we may read it cover to cover. Still the message, pashyanapi na pashyati, Srimad Bhagavatam says. Still the message, reading, studying and all, still I won't be able to see it. So this is not like physical material reading. Na? Dehinosmin yatha dehe, what does it mean? As an embodied soul transfers from this boyhood to youth to old age. Okay. One thing is reading on the surface. I read the translation. Theoretically, I understand. Mentally, I understand. But the message has to be imprinted in the heart. That revelation. That comes with what? Sincerity. That is what Krishna is asking. And faith, tiny bit of faith. And then this faith needs nurturing in association of devotees. Conviction needs building in association of devotees, in physical association of devotees. Hmm. Spending time with devotees, taking prasadam, engaging in services with devotees, like that. Then we build a culture, na? Then we build an atmosphere, a mood. Uh, how do we live together? How do we deal together? How do we treat with each other? How do we see each other? We should never see each other as an object. Definitely not. That's so horrible. So horrible. And especially living as husband and wife devotee. Wow. A different ball game. So that Eko Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. I tell you something. Two things, na? In our buddhi meaning in our intelligence, there is faulty intelligence. And in our uh, eye vision, drishti na vision, there is uh, this, in our vision there is faultiness. In our buddhi there is dvesh meaning uh, envy. In our intelligence we harbor a lot of envy, jealousy and envy. No, We struggle seeing the glory in others. If we cannot see or appreciate the glory in others, how can Krishna accept us? Krishna is supremely glorious. If I have a problem with someone, then surely I will have a problem with Krishna. If I cannot resist my friends, huh, my fellow devotee friends' glory, his advancement in Krishna consciousness, how can I handle Krishna? Impossible, no? So in my heart, I carry lots of envy or this jealousy, this holding on to myself, pride, and in my vision is faulty vision. It is faulty vision then that I see others as object of my enjoyment. Man sees a woman as an object of his enjoyment. Woman sees perhaps a man as a object of her satisfaction, like that. I mean, Krishna is far off, far off, far off. It's not a joke. Krishna consciousness is not a joke. Eko mantras tasya namani yani. If there is to chant something, chant the holy name. Especially in this age of Kali Yuga. Na? This is Mahaprabhu's Yuga. This is not a Kali Yuga. This is Mahaprabhu's Yuga. This Yuga, especially God appearing with his entourage and chanting. It's not like other yugas, the glory of holy name was not there. In Satyuga also, glory of holy name is there. Dwapar, Treta, Kali also, other Kali Yugas also. But in this Kali Yuga, Mahaprabhu's Yuga, Mahaprabhu coming personally and relishing the joy of japa with his associates and freely distributing, freely, unlimited. Na? When we get to know of something which is unlimited, will we not want to easily share it with someone? What's the problem there? So Mahaprabhu unlimitedly distributing. So this makes this Kali Yuga, Mahaprabhu Yuga, million trillion times beyond comparison better than Satyuga. Dwapar Treta, what to speak. Millions and trillions and beyond comparison better. So, Eko mantras, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Rasa mantra, no? It is Yugal mantra. It is the mantra of Preeti, the love. This is the Ras mantra, Rasa mantra, Ras mantra. So when we chant this, Eko mantras tasya namani yani, his name, Krishna's name. Now, when we generally call out a person's name, what do we expect? We expect to see the person, or the person would be coming, no? And by name is implied what? Form. Form is implied in the name. In the sense we speak what? Chair. So it's like name is like a sambodhan, na? In this world of duality, name is like a sambodhan, as in an indication, pointing out to. Chair means okay, you mean a wooden object or a metal object, which has say four legs constructed, huh, and a back, and where I can sit down and not fall off. That is chair. So that's like a description given to an object with which I can identify with, some indication given. Hmm. Chair, table, car, house. Oh, by car you mean water, food, this thing, laptop, and all. But Krishna's name is not like that. Uh, Deity's name, they are not like that. They're transcendental, spiritual, non-different from Krishna. This is why, even though when we call out chair, we all can see chair in our head, right? We all can imagine. The form comes about. Football comes about form. Not just the football, the stadium, the game, the hoo-ha comes about, right, along with it. Hmm. Not hidden. Now Krishna is non-different from his name. When we call out the name of Krishna, when we chant this mantra with mood, with love, with sincerity, what? The whole Ras Leela will come about. Krishna and his devotees and the relationship. Krishna, the personality, the form. And along with the form, the personality, the pastimes, name, fame, Naam, Roop, Kund, the quality, Leela, pastimes, Dham, the abode, spiritual abode, Avaran, all the paraphernalias, everything will come about. Someone who is a cricket lover or who is a sports car lover or a football lover, just call out football, just call out Wimbledon. Don't we see like, okay, Wembley Stadium or what is that stadium, Wimbledon? No? Wembley Stadium and what? Federer versus Nadal and the sun and everything, all these things. Come about. When we call out that name of Krishna, we call out a name, what do we expect of person? Someone come, someone come. Now the society is very impersonal society. How it is become, how it is laying out and all. It's a very idle. No? Now you ring someone, no name, an operator or number. You want to get into letting, call this. You sales, call this. Management, call this. NHS, this department, this number. That department, that number. So many departments, hoops and all. And finally, maybe coming a person. Shishikorantai Mayapur Sashiki. A name is like no very less personal touch. Like someone saying, what? Um, Earlier, it was like passengers taking train station and all. All passengers kindly be notified that the train has been moved from platform 10 to platform 9. Huh? But somewhere now, all customers. So passenger gives more of okay, yes, like a service-oriented thing and on a journey and such of. Customer kind of brings a notation or connotation as in like okay, he's the boss, I'm the customer, some profit, and okay, this sort of passenger. Perhaps I feel maybe for me, passenger brings more like a okay, a more kind, gentle sort of relationship, that sort of thing. Yes, someone is catering to all, but this customer sort of brings a bit of a capitalist mood along the side. Some point being, eko mantras tasya namani yani. Now, daily we all chant, we all do japa. What? Sometimes we do nagging japa. Nagging, na? I don't have this, I want this, give me this, do that, this is missing, this is not missing, did you call? Get on someone's case. So many chanting we do, na? Day out we are just chanting only. But now, only one thing to chant, the holy names of Krishna. That thing, everything will come about. One reading, if we can read something. Now look in Kali Yuga, na, Bhagavad Gita and this Gita Mahatmaya. Everything has been made so easy for us. If one thing has to be read, just read Bhagavad Gita. Just read Bhagavad Gita. If one thing has to be chanted, just chant the holy name of Krishna. If one personality has to be worshipped, Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Ah, who? Devaki Putra, one who is the son of Devaki. That one God. God is one. God can never be two though. Ah, God is singular. Although he splits himself into for his expansion of happiness, but God is one. Eko mantras. Karma api ekam tasya devasya seva. Karma api meaning there's only one activity left and what tasya devasya seva. So to dovetail our life completely Radha Krishna Prityarth for the joy, for the satisfaction and joy of the divine couple. For Guru Gaurang Prityarth for the satisfaction and joy of the spiritual master, Guru and Gaurang. Like that, that should be the only objective then. So if that has become my only aim in life, then Krishna will come from the front. He will come from the forward to receive us. And this is the glorification of Bhagavad Gita. Now, this glorification, okay, can be done before reading, after reading, and this is what should become our realization. This should become our yes, acknowledgement, agreement. Yes, and this is again not a poetry. This is not a poetry or this is not someone's thought or desire. This is like from the deep inner core of meditations, one's realization, transcendental person's realization coming about. And it is limitless. This is not just okay, this is where it stops. No, it is limitless. Now we need to tap into this as well. Hmm? This realization, this should become our realization. What became Arjuna's realization should be our realization. No less, if at all more. No less. How Arjuna responded to Krishna. How Arjuna came about. Why should we be coming about any different? Less or more be another thing. It's not like again, see, it's not quantification. Krishna did not count, or the check was not on how many arrows Arjuna fired. No. If you fired 10,000 arrows, better warrior. Yeah, you worked hard. Not on how many hours or how many sweat or how many this and that, how many times. Huh? No, it's not on how many. Krishna consciousness has got nothing to do with how many rounds as such have we chanted, how many Mangalatis, how many japas, how many Rath Yatras and all. This, then Krishna will say, okay, Krishna doesn't want an accountant. How many? He doesn't want an accountant. He wants a devotee. So Krishna is not counting, or that's not the benchmark or the criteria. How many arrows did Arjuna fire? Neither is this the criteria or benchmark. What? How many arrows did Arjuna hit right? How many did he miss and how many did he hit right? Okay, based on the numbers of arrows you hit right, I will give you points. No. He never asked Arjuna to win the war. He only asked Arjuna, fight the war, participate, engage, but not win the war. Just engage. Hmm. So it doesn't matter how many he killed. No, that is Krishna's job. So likewise for us also, na, this is this saying, na, it is not the size of the dog in the fight that matters. It is not the size of the dog that in the fight that matters. It is the size of the fight in the dog that matters. The size of the fight. So it is not how much. One thing is what? Absorption in sadhana. Another is absorption of sadhana. In Hindi, it comes more better, and Pratap Nivedita, they can put me in English correctly. So, how to say this in English? Huh? And which is better? You let us know, Pratap Nivedita. एक है, sorry, Pratap, I'm asking you for Hindi, but please excuse me. Huh? So, don't take it a bit. Don't feel offended. Sorry, I'm asking you something in Hindi to correct me. Sorry. So, एक है साधना में आवेश, आवेश मीनिंग एब्जॉर्प्शन। एक है साधना में आवेश और एक साधना का आवेश। हाँ, पार्थ सारथी प्रभु, यू कैन ऑल्सो काइंडली कंट्रीब्यूट। एक है साधना में आवेश और एक साधना का आवेश। विच वन इज बेटर? एंड लेट मी नो हाउ टू से दिस इन इंग्लिश। सो साधना में आवेश, साधना का आवेश।
Prabhuji, sadhana ka avesh is better.
साधना का आवेश बेटर है,
Yeah.
देन
Yes.
साधना में आवेश।
Yes.
हाँ? साधना का एब्जॉर्प्शन, साधना का, देन साधना में। ओके, अनुजा।
साधना में आवेश.
Okay, and also how can we say this in English? Sadhana ka आवेश, sadhana में आवेश. Can I say, or think about it, maybe we can leave it here if you need more. Think. Yes. Parthasati Prabhu or Nanda Priya saying something?
No, Prabhuji. We need to think. I mean, it's very, very confusing statement it is. Later.
Look at our condition. Look at our, not saying to you, Pratap, I mean, your Hindi is anyways rubbish. So I cannot, I mean, not, but say horrible. But look at our condition, now look at our situation. We barely know any Hindi. We barely what to speak of Sanskrit. Sanskrit is far off. We barely speak proper English. We barely speak correct proper English or any language for that matter. So this is why Kali Yuga, na? So this Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. We will do ourselves a great deal. Doesn't matter if you know Hindi correctly or if you know English correctly or not. No. Has one got the heart? Has one got the desire? Has one got the willingness? Has one got the simplicity? Has one got the faith? Hmm? That is what is required. Rest, Krishna will give everything. Na? We are expert at swapping the roles. We want to show that I am intelligent, Krishna, and then bless me. Baba, Krishna is the intelligence. Huh? Look, this picture na, we have in the temple. Krishna and Arjun in the chariot. Think it this way. Who is getting the arrows first? Krishna or Arjun? When the arrows are coming from the, so most of you would have seen Krishna Arjuna. I cannot show in this, but see Krishna and Arjun in the chariot. Na? Arjuna is sitting behind, Krishna is driving the chariot, right? When the arrow comes, who does it come first towards? Krishna or Arjun? Krishna, na? So when struggles, hardships, downtime, stress, pain, loss, all this comes, negativity, furthermore, if we are becoming a disciple, if we are practicing Krishna consciousness, if we have taken the shelter of Krishna, Arjuna is what? He has taken the shelter of Krishna. No? If we have let Krishna drive the chariot of my life, Arjuna let Krishna drive the chariot, right? Not just the chariot of his life. Who will first meet those arrows? Will come to Krishna only, right? But we are too smart, and that is a curse. That is a real curse. What we are too smart, we want to bypass Krishna, as in Krishna is front, but we want to come from behind. Krishna, I can handle this. I will take this arrow. I can. We want to swap roles. The thing I'm trying to help myself understand is we want to swap roles. What Krishna can do is give result, but I want to bring out result myself. I want to take result by myself and all rather than let Krishna drive the show for me, let him do the result. So it's a great achievement if one can give oneself to someone. Great achievement, great thing. Only a light person can give oneself to someone, not a hard hearted person or a hard person. Huh? So we need not swap this role. Huh? We swap role. Na? Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, but I want to enjoy. So that's a role reversal. Hmm? Krishna is the supreme controller. I want to control. Role reversal again. So much so, Krishna is the supreme well-wisher. We like it. See, if Bhagavad Gita 5:25, na, when we read, Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. It puts us off a bit. Hmm? Hearing someone is the supreme enjoyer puts us off a bit. Next, what we hear, okay, he's the supreme controller. Further puts us off. Oh no, enjoyer on top of that supreme controller. Maybe I put Nivedita off even. Hmm. So, Bhagavad Gita 5:29, Krishna says, I am the supreme enjoyer. Someone may be put off. Then Krishna says, I am the supreme controller. I am the supreme owner, the proprietor. Again, someone can be put off. Okay, one thing enjoy on top of that is the proprietor, supreme controller, owner. Huh? And when one knows is the supreme well-wisher, that also hurts us. We want to become like a well-wisher. We want to sound good. We want to look good. Yes, I'm a gentle person. Society recognizes me. I'm a charitable man. I'm a good taxpayer. Huh? I'm a good. We are so attached to this good. And Krishna is saying, I am the best good, Baba. I am the best well-wisher. I am the real only say well-wisher, supreme well-wisher. So we struggle to digest this. So we live in a very role reversal. Until and unless we appreciate and this beauty of Krishna and We cannot advance, we cannot. So this is Gita Mahatmaya. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. If there is something to be read, stop learning Japanese, Chinese, or Hindi, German, or any languages or any other things. Get into studying Bhagavad Gita. Other things can wait. Imagine, Prabhupada met his spiritual master very first time in the year 1922 when he was 26-year-old. In the very first meeting, his spiritual master told him, go and preach this gospel of Krishna consciousness in the Western countries, English-speaking countries. And that time, the uh, British people, no offense, that time, English people, British people were ruling India, right? And Prabhupada's spiritual master telling, go to their homes, go to UK, US, America, preach this gospel of Krishna consciousness in the English speaking language. And Prabhupada said, what? But right now India needs independence. Now look at the mood now. Of course, the whole of India at that time we want independence from British rule, we want independence and all. And now 50 years, 70 years, whatever years on from independence, what? Okay, now maybe we can propagate Krishna consciousness fully. Now why are we not propagating? What is stopping us? Now we should propagate Krishna consciousness fully. No? Now we are free from the British rule. But this is the snare of Maya. We were never free. We are never free until and unless we take shelter of Krishna. So that is Gita Mahatmaya. हाँ? एकम शास्त्रम देवकी पुत्र गीतम एकम देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मंत्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्मापि एकम tasya devasya seva. So this is not dry practice that okay, yes, Gita, I'm just reading, yes, and getting knowledge out of it, and I'm just chanting the japa. What do? I read and chant. No, karma api ekam. Then we engage ourselves throughout. Huh? It's a very practical meditation, very active practical meditation, the whole practice of Krishna consciousness. Then our consciousness, body, mind, soul, each and every iota of our body, रोम रोम बोलते हैं ना, शरीर का एक एक अंग, every limb, every hair of the body should be so much in tune with Krishna consciousness. That is karma api ekam tasya devasya seva. One focus, one vision, one goal, that yes, this dream, this aspiration to become a pure devotee of Krishna, to desire to attain to see Krishna face to face, to see his pure devotees, to see that realm, and to participate, to engage, to cry out. So, I will leave it to you. You can let me know sadhana ka avesh or sadhana mein avesh and how to say this in English. Could it be in English? Okay, seeing that conscious of a bit time. Could it be in English? Can we say it like this? Sadhana ka avesh, sadhana mein avesh. Sadhana ka avesh is, can I say, absorption of sadhana? Sadhana mein avesh, absorption in sadhana. Hmm? Hmm. So see, whichever absorption of sadhana, absorption in sadhana may not be very correct English, but see if it's this is the correct English. And Hindi, sadhana ka avesh, sadhana mein avesh. Think of it and let us know. Hmm? Any other thoughts, questions, comments, or clarification?
What do you think of the fighting and talking, the shots we talking about?
Say again?
The shots we talking, the fighting and talking analogy.
Yeah, yes, yes,
That makes sense.
yes, yes. On those lines, so there's this saying, no, it is not the size of the dog that matters in the fight.
With the lion's jaw, with the lion.
What matters is the size of the fight in the dog. Dog may not be bulky, he may not be very strong or bulky, na? Heavy and all, no. But the willingness, the desire, not just the size. It's just the fight, the quality, the intent, that mood. The more we work on our mood, everything will follow. The more we work on the mood. And it's very dangerous to get it's quite easy to get say sidetracked in practicing Krishna consciousness. Why not? Huh? If we don't work on the mood. But if we work on the mood, then what? So it is all about working on the mood. Rest, okay. Again, requirement is not to know Sanskrit shlokas, how many shlokas, which chapter, where, here, there, all those things. The world is not short of information, Baba. And even in Krishna consciousness, if I transform or put kind of employ my information-oriented mind, is world short of information? Google type and think this information, how to do this thing, how to do that thing, and all. So this there's a great deal of difference between information and knowledge. We need to cry out for real knowledge and go into wisdom. Maybe on this note we give you peace. So you all let us know sadhana ka avesh or sadhana mein avesh, and Monday I may not because Rajshi may not be here on Monday. I'll check with her. Tuesday I will definitely share the answer to the simple question, which is what is that quality which is most desired in material life, but it is hated in spiritual life, in pure Krishna consciousness. Hmm? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And after this question, I have another question, but maybe let this question come through, then I will share. Thank you very much again for your kind attention and participation and encouragement. Kindly keep on blessing us. We ever remain student of Bhagavad Gita. We should never think that I've become a teacher in Krishna consciousness or I can teach or preach. No, no, we don't want to imbibe any of such mood. We ever remain sincere followers, sincere practitioners, sincere students of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna consciousness, Bhagavatam of devotees. One who is a follower is a leader in Krishna consciousness. That is what we aspire to be. Hare Krishna.